Hey, what's happening guys? It's Evan from Life CEO, and today in this video I'll be sharing my experiences with shiny object syndrome and just my tips on how you guys can overcome it so that you guys can stay focused on just one thing with no distractions so that you guys can become successful at it. But before we start the video, do you guys see that shiny button below the video? Alright, that's the like button. We would appreciate it if you guys give us a like. It would mean a lot to us. And if you guys are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. This channel is all about Eugene and I on the journey in fulfilling and winning in different aspects of our lives. And right now, we are focusing on building a business online. And we know that this syndrome is so common when you first start off, if you guys are interested in building a business online. So we do think it's really important to make this video. And yeah, so if you guys want to be alongside with us on this journey in building a business online and just exploring and improving in all areas of our lives, like health, like fitness, like relationship, just everything, then definitely subscribe. It would mean a lot to us, and we'll be pushing out a lot more content. So let's start the video. So shiny object syndrome, essentially, if you guys don't know what it is pretty much a person that has shiny object syndrome. They would just jump around from opportunity to opportunity or diet to diet, just jumping around everywhere, just always easily distracted, and they don't stay focused on that one thing. They just, start something, give up, and just start the next thing, and they're just always chasing this shiny object, right? And I personally suffered from it before as well. When I first started off, and especially right now online, you're bombarded with a million different things, the newest thing all the time, newest opportunities, newest diet, newest product, newest investment scheme, just newest whatever, right? And regardless of what platform we're on, we're always marketed to, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, email, just everywhere. And there's always going to be that one guy, driving a really nice car, selling you this once in a lifetime opportunity, which you better buy now or else it's going to expire in 5 seconds. And it can get overwhelming, honestly, and that's how I first started with shiny object syndrome. uh, I started with a bunch of different opportunities before I really started committing to the one I'm doing right now. And I started with Amazon FBA. I actually went all the way to selling the product. I even invested money and I just gave up afterwards. And I tried drop shipping for a month or something, and I just gave up. And I jumped from one opportunity to another, and I was always craving the instant gratification, that excitement that you get from starting something new. It's like, oh, you want to always fantasize about all the potential gains. I remember there used to be this tool called Jungle Scout for Amazon FBA, and essentially what Jungle Scout is, you can just check out based on the listing, how much they are making per month, and I just imagine I'm one of the top ones, making 100K a month, and I was like, oh my gosh, if I can make 100K a month with Amazon, I'm just gonna quit school and I'm be like, fuck you, professor, I'm richer than you, and just leave. But even though I fantasized so much, I never ended up getting the results that I wanted. And one day I was just reflecting. It's like, why do I keep failing? I was just wondering why I could never get the results like the ones in the course. Well, I mean, like, some of the course were straight up scams and I just got freaking scammed, but like, some of them were legit and they actually taught something that was valuable and it actually worked, but I still couldn't get those results, and I still kept failing, and I still couldn't do it. And I looked at some of the most successful people on this earth right now, and I realized that most of them got rich off mastering one thing, just one thing over time. Like, just look at Warren Buffett and investing, and I realized it was because I jumped into it thinking that it would be super easy, thinking I would get fast results, 3 months, start making money, no problem, quit school and all that. But the truth is, it isn't easy. Like building a business, um, like starting a new diet, or just building a relationship with someone is not easy whatsoever, and it takes hard work. It takes consistency over a long period of time. If I want to be successful in anything, I realized that I just had to focus on one thing, commit to it, and just go all in on it, and just work really hard on it. And I also made sure that I didn't want to commit to just anything, right? If you're gonna go all in on one thing, you're gonna have to think it through, really focus on it, and make sure it's something that you can do realistically for the long term, right? Because when I was doing Amazon FBA, one of the biggest reasons why I gave up is because it's not because I didn't like the business model, it's not because I didn't really work hard enough. I was doing this product that I didn't care about. It was a magnetic fridge calendar, And I didn't even I don't even write my calendar out. I use my app, I use my phone, and my fridge doesn't even have enough space to put like such a calendar. And I just wasn't that type of person. Like, and I just, when I was just selling it, I was like, oh, cool. I thought it was gonna be easy, but and when it starts to get really hard, I was like, oh, I freaking hate this product. I don't really care about it. I don't know anything about it. I don't know how to market it, and I just gave up. Like, I didn't have any motivation to continue, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I gave up my Amazon FBA. So make sure when you do commit to something, it's really something you can do for the long term, and it's something that, try to get something you really enjoy and try to find your purpose and your motivation to really do it. So my number one tip is to commit to a business or an opportunity or anything like you're about to propose to it, right? Because when you're proposing to that girl or that guy, you're not just gonna find some random person that you met for like 2 days, right? When you commit to it, you make sure it's someone that's long term, right? There's a long term future, right? So when you commit to a business or when you commit to that diet, you make sure it's like a proposal and you want to go long term with it. And after you commit, after you propose, then you make sure you go all in on them, right? And that is that type of mentality I do bring every time I have a new opportunity, whether it's a business opportunity, whether it's a diet, whether it's relationship, just anything. I just make sure I find the right thing, right person, right opportunity, right product, right diet, whatever it is. And then once I do decide that it's good for me and I can do for the long term, I commit to it. I propose to it. I'm like, oh, let's go long term and go all in. And that's how I, and that's how I do. That's how really what happens in my mind every time I decide to commit to something. My second tip is to learn to focus on a few things at once. And I know there might be a million things right now that you are super excited about. You feel like you can do for the long term, but make sure you just focus on a few at once, because even if you decide to commit to all of them and you're really dedicated to it, your time is, you only have 20 hours, 24 hours a day, and you're just going to end up spreading out your time on each of them and not getting anything done and not succeeding in any of them. Learn to prioritize on the ones to focus on first, succeed in those few, and then move on to the next, right? This is different from shiny object syndrome because you're not moving, giving up halfway and then moving on to the next opportunity. You are focused on doing it, then reaching that your goal that you set for that specific opportunity or whatever. And then once you succeed in that, you can move on to the next one, right? So let's say you have 10 different things you want to do that you feel like you can commit to the long term. Just choose like 2 to 4, or however many you can handle. And for the rest of them, just put it in this later bucket, right? And then after you succeed in those 2 to 4, then you can just go back to the later bucket, pick it out, and then start doing it again. But just make sure you succeed in the first few before you just commit to a bunch of different things. So focus, prioritize, and then work hard on it, succeed, and then just move on to the next one. Just the cycle just keeps continuing, right? Like right now, Eugene and I, we are committed to this YouTube channel, Life CEO, and it is a passion project of ours, and it's something that we really want to do, and we really want to document everything to you guys. We are not successful in any way at this moment, and we have not reached our goal, but I know that right now, with the commitment that we have, the focus that we have onto this channel, we can make a business out of it. We can succeed from it, and right now this is our number one priority. So anything else that other people ask, any other business opportunity, investment scheme, anything, we just say no. We're very, very focused. Like just recently, Eugene got pitched for some MLM opportunity, and Eugene just straight up said no. Like, he didn't even listen to the whole presentation, because this is our focus right now, and this is the main thing that we want to do. So just like how we are with Life CEO, make sure you guys just commit to that one thing, dedicate your time to it, and just work really hard on it and go all in on it. So these 2 tips alone really helped me with curing my shiny object syndrome. And it's just really just choosing the thing you feel like you can do for the long term, and something that gives you a lot of excitement, and just committing to it, just working really, really, really hard, and just staying focused on it, saying no to all distractions. And that's pretty much it. Like, that's how you can cure your shiny object syndrome. That's my top tips on just curing it. It's just these 2 things, and it helped me a lot when I just start having that mental process every time I look at an opportunity. That checklist, it's like, do I really commit? Can I really commit to this? do I really like this thing? Can I do it for a long term? And just asking yourself these few questions before you really decide to do something really helped me out and really help me cure my shiny object syndrome. If you guys really like this video and it gave you guys some value, then definitely hit that thumbs up. We'll really appreciate it. And if you guys want to see more videos from Eugene and I, then definitely subscribe. It will mean a lot to us, and we'll be sharing everything that we learn onto this channel. And if you guys are interested in building a business online, there is an opportunity that I do recommend. And if you guys can check it out, you can check it out, the link in the description below. But if you guys do decide to invest, just make sure you guys watch this video one more time. Go through those questions that I said, go through the tips that I just mentioned. Make sure it's something that you can commit to, right? And don't just go in expecting fast results and thinking that's going to be easy, because you won't succeed that way. And honestly, for us, we're not successful in any way. Like at this moment, we're not at the point where we want to be. But I know that as long as I'm focused, I say no to all distractions, I'm just going all in on this YouTube channel that I have, then I know I can succeed, and I know I can hit the goals that I've set with Eugene. So hopefully you guys can see that as well, and hopefully I inspire you guys to take action as well. And yeah, take care, guys.